Are you ready now?
Mm-hmm.
Can we do this?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Positive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, you guys asked for a Q&A with Brett and myself, so that's what we're going to do. I collected a bunch of questions from Instagram, so we're going to answer them for you. First question, how much do you love your wife?
A ton.
The proper answer would have been enough to do a Q&A video on YouTube.
Yeah, that's a ton.
No, that wasn't really a question. Someone asked about Agnes. Quick version, she's staying. How's that for you? I've tried answering that question 4 times already tonight, and we keep getting interrupted, so I got tired of saying it. So she's staying. Okay, you gotta be quiet though if you want to be up here. All right. All right. How do you and your husband prioritize your marriage?
Honestly, it's actually tough. It's hard to prioritize our marriage when we have, in my opinion, when we have as many kids as we do, it's just hard to prioritize it. The Bible says that, God, wife, family, work, play. Sometimes the kids end up coming first, or sometimes the work comes, first. But, in the end, I like to at least draw on God for help in order that I do prioritize my marriage above everything else. But, I mean, realistically, it can get hard.
For myself, I know 2 of Brett's love languages. One is words of affirmation, and the other one is acts of service. So I try and do little things to show my love for him. Like this weekend, he's been going hunting, so I've been trying to make coffee or have it ready for him in the mornings, except for this morning. I sent him notes during the day, through text, just telling him how much I love him and how much I appreciate him. Sometimes if I come across something on Instagram that makes me think of him, I'll send it to him. Honestly, it is it's a conscious thing that you have to do because, like he said, sometimes the kids do end up coming first, and Brett and I kind of did things unconventionally. We had Nicole before we were married. So for me, it's been hard because my kids were always there, and for a time, Brett wasn't there. So having to switch to a more, I guess, biblical model of husband and wife first.
What's that? Nuclear family?
Yeah. Sounded like you just said nuclear family.
No,
it took me a second.
No.
Anyway, it does take work, and God does help with that, 100%. Be intentional. Be intentional about it. Be intentional about spending time, even if you can just sit and do a Q&A for YouTube. Be intentional.
Your answer was better than mine.
I know. I've had time to practice. Favorite date with the hubs. Not sure if you're asking what. Okay, but you gotta be quiet. Water. Okay, Mommy will pause for a second. I tell him thank you for going and getting Elijah water, and then he comes by and kicks the phone, so I had to refix it. He says, thank you for doing that too. Yes, dear. So back to it. Favorite date night with the hubs. Again, I don't know if you're asking what our favorite date night is to do on a regular or what the favorite date was that we've ever been on. So I'm going to answer both questions.
Menards and Arby's.
Anyway. Couple years back, 3 years now, I think, give or take, Brett took me to a fancy restaurant and a show at Chanhassen Dinner Theater in Minnesota. It was the best. I absolutely loved it. So if you want to do that again, okay.
Is that it?
Yes, I was trying to hint something. Should I hit you with my hint?
I won't remind you how long ago that actually was.
How long ago was it?
We were in Evan's house.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were because I remember I'm in the bedroom ordering it on my phone.
No,
So
we were in
Evan's
the
house.
other house.
No, we were in Evan's house.
Okay.
I'm right on this.
And when I prove you wrong with the picture, you know what? Hold on, Instagram.
Oh my.
What
So
that says?
that
No,
was-
it wasn't. Dude, we moved into that house. Okay. There's about to be a domestic
So-
up in here.
Was that the old NFL red flag?
Yes.
Fine.
So
I'm
I
wrong.
just
I'm
went.
wrong.
I just went back and looked at a picture. February 15th, 2018. We were in the other house. Neener, neener, neener.
I'm sorry. I was wrong.
And I've got that on camera now. Yes.
Stop.
Not so hard, BB. Okay.
Moving on.
How do you move on from that? Okay. That was my favorite date night with the Hubs. As a regular type thing, it's just gonna have to be.
Here, if we sit like this, we'll straighten it up.
Okay. As far as regular date nights with Brett, we don't get those. We don't really. We have Brett's mom, but she's
Don't chase her.
about 45 minutes away, so it's not like we can really call her and say, "Hey, could you come watch the kids?" or whatever. So we do a lot of like in-home things. We'll watch a movie together. We do work outside together. And that takes a lot of character building.
Through heated fellowship.
Yes, heated fellowship. We have lots of heated fellowship. No, but really that is, honestly, those are our date nights. We always have a kid with us. Almost always. So.
Elijah, leave it.
How do you take care of yourself while taking care of everyone and everything else? So, Brett and I have implemented you can sit on Daddy's lap. I get, like he's giving me this thing. I have a half an hour every day to myself. Whether I want to sit and mind numb on my phone, whether I want to crochet, whatever. This is not my time to take a shower or whatever. This is just time for me, away from the kids, away from the chores, away from everything, so that I can kind of recharge a little bit. Once in a great blue moon, I get my nails done. What about you? How do you recharge?
Lay in bed and watch a show before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have much because I just, like this weekend I'm hunting. I mean, that's, I'm sitting in the woods by myself for a while. I get time, to kind of decompress when I'm driving and, home from work. So, I mean, I don't have anything specific, I guess, right now, or I'll sit and play the guitar after the kids go to bed or something like that. But.
Okay. Since we're talking about deer hunting, how do you protect your garden from deer in Minnesota? We have dogs. And I think the proximity of the garden to where everything is and everything's happening, I think that helps too.
Well, yeah, right now, I mean, the deer, before we bought the house, nobody was living here, so deer were here during the day, walking around, whatever. Now that we're here, the deer come through at night because the dogs are in the house, but as of right now, we don't have an issue with the deer in the garden. Once we do, I'll just have to put up some type of fencing. I mean,
I think our biggest problem with the garden is the chickens. The chickens like to come in and eat anything that's hanging low or whatnot. Gardening. How do you succession plant my garden? Because we're in Minnesota. Okay, so in an upcoming video, I am going to talk about this a little more in depth. I'm going through and explaining how I prepare my garden for next year and do a layout and companion planting and all that kind of stuff. So I'll discuss that more in that video. Favorite meal. I'm a birds and fish kind of girl. I like salmon and I like pheasant.
I'm a venison on the Pit Boss come day.
You haven't even had it on the Pit Boss yet.
I know, but I know what it's gonna be like.
So I bought for Father's Day. We bought Brett a Pit Boss. It's basically a smoker because it's a grill and a smoker kind of thing, I guess. Because we didn't have a separate smoker and a separate grill already. We had to have.
But it was just go with it.
Anyway, everything is getting smoked lately. We did smoked mac and cheese. We did.
You liked the pumpkin seeds, didn't you?
I did. I liked we did pumpkin seeds on it. That was really good.
I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. I mean, I like just about everything except
Stuffed zucchini,
liver and.
liver and onions.
No, I like onions.
Just not liver.
No liver.
Okay.
Spinach, cooked spinach more.
Lutefisk.
I've only had it once. I guess it wasn't too bad.
Okay. If I had to pick, I honestly like those no-name salmon fillets. No. I know. Parmesan walleye from Green Mill. It's a restaurant out here.
Lap right now. You sit on my lap or you go somewhere else.
It's the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Strengths you didn't know you had. I have to say for me, it was when Brett was working in North Dakota. He was gone for 21 days at a time. And the amount of things that I had to take on, I didn't know that I was going to be able to. We ended up, that's when we got rid of our very first milk cow. Because I had Evie, she was a baby still. I didn't think I was going to be able to handle milking, and we had different goats at that time, and I didn't think I could handle all of it. And so we got rid of a lot of animals. And afterwards, after he had been gone for about a year, I realized that I probably could have handled it myself. What about you?
Being a father to 6 kids. I didn't know I had that strength.
Okay. Elijah, honey, we can't hear.
Elijah.
No. You can do it on the carpet.
Yeah, do it on the carpet.
Yep, do it on the rug. Being a dad to 6 kids?
Yeah. I don't know. That's my only answer.
That's your superpower?
That's my superpower. Yeah.
Okay.
Elijah.
Have you lost weight? Yes, I have. So far, I'm at roughly 50 pounds of weight loss. So that's pretty happy for me. Hopefully I'll still get a little bit But if I don't, I don't. And oh well. Right? Okay. I addressed Agnes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
7 times.
Anyway, is homemade rennet a thing, and how do you do it? Yes, it is. Vegetable rennet. You can make your own. There's nettle rennet that I know of. I don't know how to do it.
Did you say metal?
Nettle, like
Oh.
stinging nettle.
Okay.
Nettle rennet. I know YouTube and Google. They can be your friends when it comes to that. So yes, you can. It's a vegetable plant-based rennet. I only use animal rennet. So, and I'm not making that on my own because that comes from the stomach of a calf who's only drinking milk. I'm not making homemade rennet. No. Where is the Show Goat project currently? Okay, so on Instagram, I explained.
The bun is in the oven.
We hope. I had explained that Sammy expressed an interest in wanting to do 4-H with the goats this year. As far as the goat that we're going to use, hopefully Navy is bred and will pop out her kid in, what did I say, February, March? Hey, you have to be quiet, please. February or March?
March or April.
Oh, okay, March or April, I guess. As far as the 4-H in itself, I've yet to have anybody return an email or a phone call or anything. So this is now what, the second or third time we've tried to work with 4-H, and the first time was with Nicole with the horse project, and that was not very fun in itself. And now the goat project with Sammy with Sammy, and it's just not, nobody is returning anything, and we don't know what we're doing. So other than me knowing when my goats should be born at and confirmation and things of that nature, I know nothing about showing goats. So hopefully we'll get some help before that comes. What do you do to keep out the winter blues in Minnesota? Answer.
I don't think I get the winter blues.
You get winter crabbies. You get like claustrophobic crabbies. You got a baby. Good job. That's what you get.
Nothing then?
But in your
know.
defense, our house was a heck of a lot smaller. The house that we're in now is what, double the square foot, you said? So it could be the house. Maybe this one will be different. We have
Charlie?
the sunroom, which we're in right now. Maybe all the extra light might help you too, not get the crabbies. Maybe.
Well,
We can pray.
I'm aging, so I mean, it kind of comes with the territory, doesn't it?
Crotchety old man. For myself, I had to find hobbies. Everything from spinning my own yarn, crocheting.
Oh, I got a welder in the garage now. Perfect.
That was not, no. What are you gonna make?
I don't know. I don't. That's not for you to worry about. Does it matter?
Can I use it?
Maybe.
If I can use it, then it's fine. If I can't use it, then no.
Have you driven the tractor?
Yes.
Then you've used it.
You welded the tractor?
I had to fix the kingpin on it.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Whatever.
Anyway, so like I said, I had to come up with hobbies.
Charlie?
I sew sometimes. A lot of my time is taken up with homeschool. We do more schooling in the winter than we do in the other seasons. Just because, I guess. I do try to get outside because vitamin D is helpful, very helpful in beating the winter blues. Where did you learn all that goes into raising dairy animals? Okay, this is a two-part question. So where did you learn dairy animals?
I think I learned more. Well, I worked part-time for an organic dairy farm for a couple years.
Did you just say I work or
Worked.
past
for-
tense? Gotcha.
Plus, just being around the cows, then if you have questions, you ask. I mean, that's just, if you don't know, you find out.
I got a lot of my knowledge, first and foremost, trial by fire. Sometimes you just have to do it. But the guy who comes and AIs our cows is a wealth of knowledge. Then our vet, actually, Dr. Dan, he makes house calls. Sorry, it sounded like Charlotte was coughing. Dr. Dan is awesome. He has taught us so many things. Like, did you know that a cow can go into ketosis? I didn't know. Did you know that?
No, but I have a lot more to learn, so let's get more cows.
The problem here with getting more cows is, so we got rid of Brownie. I am not at all upset with where she went. Ruth Ann and those guys take wonderful care of her. I get to see her all the time on Instagram. It's great.
Did you see the calf?
I know, isn't she? Gosh, she's beautiful. Okay, but the problem is the calves. You have to continually have babies in order to be in milk. And we don't have the space to keep all the babies. And we really wanted to keep Sunday and train her up. We specifically bred a milking shorthorn with, was that your stomach? Oh, that was her. We specifically bred Brownie with a milking shorthorn so that we could get Sunday. But then we'd have to wait until she was older, train her to milk. But in order to train her to milk, you have to have her inseminated. Well, then she's got to have a baby. Well, while she's having a baby, then Brownie's got to have a baby. So now I've got 2 more babies. So now we're up to 4 cows. Okay? And that, no, we don't have the pasture for this. The only way I could see this working is if we were to have a milk cow, and when they had babies, they were out the door right away. Otherwise, we don't have the space, especially now since your mom wants to give us her horse. Anyway, that would be the only way I could see it working for us to get another milking cow. And then on top of that, we have the goats. We're milking the goats and we're having goat kids running around. Do you think we're made of pasture?
Moving on.
If we get a milk cow before spring, remember this beautiful face as it was. So that, to answer the question.
Oh, you want me to do my pretty face?
No.
Okay.
So that was answering the how did we get.
What was the second part?
The second part, where is the question now? Because I gotta try to find it again. Oh, ever raise dairy sheep? So, kind of. The Finnish landrace sheep that we used to raise can be milked. We did not, however, milk them. I used their fleece. That's what I needed them for. And then any sheep we have gotten since have just been strictly meat sheep. Meat lambs. Bah.
Is it ba or ma?
Meh. No.
Which one's the goat? The goats, I think
The goats are.
Don't ever do that again.
Wait. wait. How does Romeo do it?
That's going on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah.
I kind of figured.
Okay. So no, to answer your question, we don't do sheep for dairy. Hi, can I please have those? You don't need them in your mouth. Thank you.
Next question.
Okay. Where are we? Oh, I'm sorry. No, please don't pull. Thank you.
Yeah, just go on.
Woo! Hey! Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Thank you.
Mom and Daddy.
Yes, Mom and Daddy.
Hi,
Okay.
Okay. Shh.
Do you parasite cleanse? And do we do our children too? I have myself. I have not asked Brett if he wants to,
Elijah, out with that. Out with that.
if he wants to try it. Yes, we're on.
We're talking.
I used what was it? Black wormwood. I think it was just the drops. I haven't done my kids, and there's no like real reason I haven't. I just haven't. But I'm not opposed to doing it. Would you do a cleanse, a parasite cleanse?
I do every day. Pepsi.
I told you. That's probably what.
No, have you read the label? You see the chemicals in it.
That's something you're proud of. We're talking natural parasite cleanses. Would you let me?
I don't care.
I'd be afraid to see what comes out of your body.
Edit that.
Mommy, Daddy.
Because I don't want to continue down that path.
Mama, Gigi.
Oh.
Moving on.
So yes, I have. I don't do it like on a regular basis or anything, and I wouldn't be opposed to doing it to my children.
I honestly never heard of it, so.
Yes, you have. I told you about it when I bought the drops, and you asked me why, and I said in case I have worms, and you laughed at me and said, "I wonder if I got any."
How long ago was this?
It's a while.
Okay.
Okay. What is one thing about your homesteading life that you would change if you could?
More land.
Me, Dad, and it.
Okay. I am twofold. I would like more land with less neighbors.
So we can have more cows. Okay.
Ruth Ann, you want to sell back Sunday to us at this point? Because he ain't going to shut up.
It's a no, so answer the question, Leah.
So I would like more land with less neighbors. Did that make it onto the video?
I don't think so, but that's funny. Hi, Elijah. Elijah. Hi.
Touching my camera. Leave it alone! Yes, that's you. All right, buddy. You gotta look out.
Okay.
Mommy's almost done here. So I said more land with less neighbors. Also, this is what it's like, for real. I
No
would
date night.
I would also like I would like to make more things from scratch than I already do at home. But there's certain things that I'm really, the convenience factor wins out. That's why I say we have an 80-20 lifestyle. 20% is the, box food convenience type thing. The other 80% is homegrown, homemade, from scratch, that kind of stuff. So that's what I would change. So, what is, now I've asked you this before, but this is a new video, so just go with the flow. What is your favorite part of our homestead, the one that we're at now?
Like as far as involving homestead or just in general?
What is your favorite part about this place?
The room that we're sitting in?
So that's a different answer than the one you gave before. The one you gave before was the topography of the land.
Well, I do like, okay.
Dino Ranchers?
We're gonna have some,
Okay.
we have to have, yep.
Yep, we'll get it turned on. And then what is one thing that if you could change right now?
New barn.
A new barn? Okay. Yeah. I think a new barn would be mine too. Yeah, I see that. Anyway. Okay, well, I think I got all of the questions that were on our list.
Time for supper.
Yes, it is time for supper, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, everybody go.
I hope you enjoyed the Q&A video and got some good laughs out of it, because I know I did. Have a good night, guys.